Hey, what's up? This is 50 Cent. I'm here with the Don Dada. Eminem.
What's up? I'm 50 Cent. This is Eminem. And we're
we
here on the set of My Life, or Our Lives, but it's really My Life. But
that's right. Going down.
But there's two of us, but it's My Life.
Right. Street King
if
Immortal.
that makes any
My
sense.
life, your life, our lives. Days of our lives.
But the record's called My Life. That's really all I have to share.
This video is unlike a lot of the music videos that were shot because this one has a budget. A lot of the other videos, now they're making, you have to make the video, using whatever, the bare means or whatever's around, to make it cool. But this one, we can actually be creative and conceptually put together what the actual song itself is about and have the visual match it.
The treatment for the video, like, and kind of what's in the treatment, like it feels like what we're talking about, kind of the landscape. Some of the landscape here is perfect for to get that point across or whatever,
Yeah. And if you saw the site that we actually used, the architecture involved with the actual video itself, it feels like it's almost a set, like it was something that someone drew. But it's really
we got
real.
some crazy looking buildings and stuff here too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it just feels like it fits that.
I get real comfortable when I'm got him around, or he's on the actual, like on the set. Every time I'm there, because then the pressure's off of me so much. Now I get a chance to be the understudy, and let him be the boss of the actual situation and run the show. Like, you gotta follow your chain of command, play a position at different points. Like in all those other spaces and times that you run into me, I'm the boss, and everybody around me is under me in those actual situations. But it's comfortable to not feel that pressure and just let it be him. Whenever he's around, he's running the show.
I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about. I just kind of came here to hang out.
He don't even acknowledge it, but we do it like that. That's how we roll.
I mean, as far as like, I feel like, I always want to be there as like kind of just to executive producer, just kind of oversee things. Fifth knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really got to tell him much. Like, at this point in his career, he's done enough to where it's like, just brings me the records, and I kind of always want to give my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, he's been a huge help on this album because he's been able, like I've been able to play it, and he says, I want you to feel like when you did this record, like tell me the story, man, because you're not telling me the story now. Like he said that, like he said, when you tell a story, you tell it in a way that nobody else can tell it. So just do that, because that's the strongest, to speak to your attributes when you're actually writing. And then I walk away from this situation, and even if it doesn't happen that night, I'm conscious of it, because I can't accept constructive criticism from someone that I'm not sure what their intentions are. But when someone has been, in my corner my entire music career, like I'll say this, I said Dre's done wonderful things for me in my career, but the idea of working with 50 Cent came from Eminem. What you say? Watch the Throne? He said Watch the Throne.
I missed.
He wanted to Watch the Throne album. Would that ever be a possibility? He said he wants me and M on one album,
man,
like
I'm
Watch
just here
the
to
Throne.
hang out. I'm just here to
Paul
hang
said
out.
he wants me and you on one album, like Watch the Throne. EP maybe?
No pressure, right?
No pressure. No pressure at all. I'm trying to release it on the actual anniversary of Get Rich or Die Trying. So it'll actually February, definitely. I don't want to miss that, so it won't go past February. And the New Day record, so they understand, because the first time they heard it was a Alicia Keys version. We had these records for some time now. We had them for a while, but we may have started like this. It reversed which record came first, because that song came out. Then we had to catch up to that record to put out that song, and then now we get to this one. So this is like, for me, what the original plan was, the first single off of this actual album. Hold me to the greater quality. Don't hold me to the exact content. Don't hold me to the production back to back. Don't play both albums next to each other and say which track do I like better. But just listen to the project itself and you'll see the growth and how I'm seasoned. I'm 10 years in now. I'm not under any circumstances in a position that I'm not comfortable or able to function in any area of entertainment at this point. Like every single whether we sitting here in the talk show setting or where I got to communicate with you in front of cameras, or I'm actually performing, or movie projects, different things where we got to retain more information prior to going to it. I'm comfortable in all of those settings now. The album itself is more personal than the albums in the past. Like when I wrote For Hate It or Love It, I mean, I tell you, I wasn't sure that I wanted to put it on my album because I was talking about like when I was growing up, that my mom, my mom kissing a woman, and so I put it on a Games record because I wasn't sure the public was ready to hear that from me because we only offered a certain amount style of content to them. So that was me putting my toes in the tub to comfortably make that transition. And now this record, it's allowing us to do different things creatively. I've been able to come out a few times more than usual to Detroit to work with him.
Yeah.
To listen to the record.
This is one of them records, I mean, like you were saying, like, me and Fifth, I guess we could probably go on forever about talking about our lives or whatever, but this is one of them things I don't want to give too much of the record away, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like a little glimpse into, I guess the way we were feeling at the time that we made the record or whatever. And, the video kind of reflects, I think the video's like kind of abstract. It's kind of like metaphoric in a sense of like, I guess the paranoia of feeling like we're being chased or whatever.
In running the spotlight,
Yeah, I mean, there's, the helicopter in the video kind of represents the spotlight, and it's whether it's true or not, it's kind of how we feel, and it's kind of a metaphor for us running from our lives, personal lives, and from fame, everything that goes with the game and all that. So